The Galaxy S25 FE is back in the spotlight, and this time,
at
we
just
got a clearer
190
picture of what
grams,
Samsung's
runs
next
One
gen
UI
edition phone
8.0
will look
out of the
like,
box and
both
includes
inside and out.
IP68 water
Following the
resistance,
success of
Wi-Fi
last year's
6E,
Galaxy S20
Bluetooth
for FE,
5.4, and
Samsung
stereo
is once
speakers.
again
Everything
preparing
you'd
a
expect from a true
budget-friendly
flagship.
experience,
Despite
and the
rising
leaks have been
costs
coming in
globally,
fast.
Samsung is
Thanks to
reportedly
recent
keeping the
reports
price
and
under
in
Caribou
interviews,
$1
we
million,
now know what
around
to expect from the
$720.
S25
That's
FE,
flagship-level
including
power
its
at a
design,
price that feels
specs,
within reach,
colors,
something
and
fans
even
will
a
truly
possible
appreciate.
release
There are
date.
also whispers
Let's
of a
start with the
MediaTek
design.
Dimensity
The Galaxy
9400
S25
test
FE
variant and
follows
subtle
the same
design
basic
tweaks,
structure
like
as its
chrome detailing
predecessor.
around the
It
frame
comes
and
with some
camera
nice
ring,
refinements.
giving it an even more
The phone is
premium feel.
expected to
If
be
these leaks
slimmer,
hold true,
lighter,
the
and
Galaxy
feature thinner
S25
bezels,
Fan
making it
Edition
look
could
more
be a
modern
perfect
and
mix of
premium,
power,
while the
design, and
sticks
price.
closely
An
to what
emotional
we've already
comeback for
seen with
fans
the
who've been waiting for a
S20
truly
FE.
accessible
These subtle
flagship.
changes will likely
Would you
help
grab
the
it on launch day?
S25
And
FE
honestly,
feel more
some
in
of the
line with the
specs
rest
I
of the
really
Galaxy
wasn't expecting
S25
this from
lineup.
Samsung.
In terms of
Let me
color
break it down
options,
for you.
this year
So
Samsung is
earlier there were
simplifying
rumors
things.
that
The
Samsung might
Galaxy
finally step up
S25
that game
FE
with
is
the Galaxy
expected to launch in
S25
four
FE,
colors:
but
dark
looks like
blue,
that's
light
not
blue,
happening.
black,
They're
and
scaling
white.
it back
That's
though.
fewer
Looks
than
like
the
Samsung is trading
S20
a
for
bit of
FE's
battery
5
for a
options,
slicker,
but there's
slimmer
always
feeling.
a
The headline
chance
rumors
that
says
Samsung will
S25 FE
introduce
might
more
get
shades
at
later
least
on,
about 9%
maybe even
more
with fancy
efficient than the
marketing
previous
names like
version.
Navy Fog or
Even with
Frost
smaller
Pearl to
battery
add a bit of
size,
flair.
S25 FE
Internally,
might give you
however,
better
Samsung is sticking to what
budget-friendly
already
sibling to the
works.
S25
The
series,
S25
right?
FE
But
will
that's where the
reportedly
story
carry
gets a little
over the
more
same
interesting.
hardware as the
Because this
S20 for
time,
FE.
Samsung
That means
is
you'll
treating
get a
the FE like a
6.7-inch
serious part
dynamic
of the
AMOLED
family,
to
and
X
that means it's
display
getting
with
real
a smooth
upgrades.
120
Ones we
Hz
usually
refresh
only
rate.
see in the
And
main
for
S
the
series
cameras,
lineup.
there's no
Let's
change
start
either.
where you'll
The
notice
same
the
triple
biggest change
camera
first,
system
the
expected,
design.
featuring
The
a 50
S25
megapixel main
significantly
sensor
thinner, it's
with
dropping down
optical
to just
image
7.
stabilization,
understandable
a
if it
12
wasn't
megapixel
bad,
ultra
but the
wide
battery
lens,
life
and
did
an
fall
8
short of the
megapixel
regular
telephoto with
S24,
3x
even with a
optical
bigger
zoom.
battery.
It's the same
That's
setup
mainly
used
because
on the
it
base
used
Galaxy
a toned-down version of
S24,
the
and while
Exynos
there's nothing new
2400.
here, it
So
still
with the
delivers
full
solid
Exynos
performance for most
2400 this
users.
time,
Powering
we
the
should still
Galaxy
a noticeable
S25
boost in
FE
battery
will be the
performance,
Exynos
built for
2400
future-proof.
chipset, a
When it
familiar
comes to
processor
camera,
that might
same
not.
story.
If you've been waiting for
It should
Samsung's
handle
next big
everyday
release, the wait
tasks
is
and
almost
gaming
over.
with ease.
The Galaxy
Samsung is
S25
likely
Fan
to
Edition
carry
is
with
finally
8
coming, and
gigabytes
leaks
of
are
RAM
calling it
offers
Samsung's
storage
most
options,
affordable flagship killer of
128
2020.
gigabytes and
This time, even markets like
256
India could see
gigabytes.
it sooner
One
than
area
usual,
that does show
giving
a clear
fans
upgrade is
worldwide
charging.
something to be
The
excited about.
S25
This fan
FE is
edition is
expected
shaping
to
up to be
support
powerful yet
45 watt
practical.
fast
It's
charging,
expected
a
to
jump
feature
from the
But
25
honestly,
watt
that's
charging
okay.
on last
This
year's
phone
model.
is about giving you the
That
best
means
of
less
the
time
essentials, not
plugged in
chasing
and
spec
more
sheet
time
numbers.
using your phone.
And when you compare
However,
it to
the
the Pixel
exact
9a,
battery
the Note
capacity is
5 or
still
the OnePlus
unclear.
30R, it
Reports
lands in a very
suggest it could be
competitive
around
spot. Now for the fun part,
4,500
colors this year's
milliamp
palette
hours,
includes
while
navy,
others hint
icy
at a
blue,
slightly
jet black,
larger
and pure white. Jet black
4,900
is replacing
milliamp
graphite
hours
with a
battery.
deeper, richer
Either
finish.
way,
And
it
as
should
usual,
provide a full day of
Samsung's
use for
holding
most
back a couple
people.
of Samsung
Now,
Com
let's talk
exclusives.
about the
Rumors
release.
point to a lavender
According
or
to
coffee
fresh
mint
leaks
green
from
limited
Korean
edition.
media,
As for
Samsung
the
may
release
release the
date,
Galaxy
but all leaks are
S25
pointing
FE
to
in
a
South
Q4
Korea on
2025
September
launch, most
19th,
likely around
and that's
October.
not just a
Pricing at
launch
Samsung
or
sticks
announcement.
close to the
That's the
$649
actual
price
release
point
date.
of last year's S24
If that's true,
FE.
the phone
This
might
phone
be
is gonna
officially
be an
announced
absolute
even earlier,
no-brainer for
with
a huge
global
number of
sales
buyers.
possibly starting
So here's
before
the bottom
that
line:
date.
the Galaxy
Smooth
Especially in the US
120
last
Hz
year,
roof, the same
S20
flagship
for
chip.
FE was
What if I
announced
told you
on
that
September
the most
26th
underrated
and hit the
Samsung
US
phone
market
this year
by
isn't
early
the Ultra,
October?
isn't the
So this
Edgy,
time,
and isn't even
Samsung
part
seems
of
to
the
be moving
flagship
a bit
lineup?
faster.
It's the Fan
With so many
Edition.
leaks
The
already
Galaxy
out,
S25
the official
FE
reveal
is
could be
quietly
just weeks
shaping up to be
away.
the one phone
As
that
for
does almost
pricing,
everything right:
it
sleek
looks
new
like
design,
Samsung
faster
will
charging,
keep things
brighter
relatively
screen,
stable.
full-blown
In
Galaxy
South Korea,
AI,
the
and
Galaxy
Android
S20
16
for
right out of the
FE
box.
was priced
But
at
here's the
around
kicker: it might cost
946,000
11.44
won,
from
which is
Atabum on
roughly
last year's S24 FE.
$680.
That may
This
not
year,
sound
the
dramatic
Galaxy
on paper, but in the
S25
hand,
FE
it's a
is
huge
expected
shift.
to stay
The
under
phone
the
feels
1 million
noticeably
won
more
mark,
premium, lighter,
meaning we could see
sleeker.
a US
And all of
starting
that is
price
thanks
of
to
around
Samsung switching over to a
$650,
flexible OLED
maybe up to
panel, similar to
$700
what we see on the
depending on
Ultra
storage.
models. It's not just
That
thinner
puts
for
the
show.
S25
The bezels are
FE in
slimmer, the
direct
back is flatter,
competition with
and the whole
Google's
device
Pixel
feels far
9a,
more modern.
which starts at
Now,
$499
let's talk
and
display,
often
because
gets
this part blew me
discounts.
away.
While
It's still a
Samsung's offering is
6.7
more
inch Super
expensive,
AMOLED panel,
it brings a
but this
premium
year it's
build,
going
a
full
larger
TPO.
display,
That
and a
means the
solid
refresh
camera
rate
setup
can
that
drop
may
all the
justify
way
the
from
price for
120
many
Hz down to
users.
1/8,
So should you
depending
buy
on
the
what you're
Galaxy
doing.
S25
Not only
FE?
does this make
Well,
animations
that
look
depends
buttery
on what you're
smooth,
looking
but it
for.
saves battery
If
when
you
you're
want a
just scrolling through
flagship-like
still
phone with
images or
premium
reading.
design and
And
solid
brightness,
performance,
to 600
but at a
nits
more
peak.
affordable price,
Same as the
the
Galaxy
S25
S25
FE might be
Ultra. That
worth
makes it work
considering,
across their entire
especially if
lineup, not just
Samsung
something you
sticks
pay
to that
$1,100 for. Now let's
$650
talk
price
cameras.
tag. But if
On
you're hoping
paper,
for major
50
performance
MP main
upgrades
sensor,
or a
12 MP
drastically
ultra
new
wide, and
experience,
an 8MP
this phone might
telephoto
not
with their
offer much
X
of a
zoom.
leap
But
forward.
Samsung is tweaking
Still,
the
with a
software
sleek
and
new
image
look,
processing
upgraded
engine for
charging,
this
and a
release.
familiar but
Expect
proven
sharper
hardware setup,
HDR
the
and better
Galaxy
low light results,
S25
especially when
FE
paired
could be
with the
one of the
upgraded
better
front
value
camera.
picks in
The selfie
Samsung's
cam is now
2025
12MP,
lineup.
possibly the same unit
Let's
used on
wait
the
and see
regular
what Samsung
S25.
officially
Considering the
announces,
S24
but based
FE's
on
front camera
everything
was
we
often
know
the
so
weak
far,
point.
the
In
Galaxy
storage, you've got two
S25
options,
FE is
128
shaping
GB
up
and
to be a
256
reliable,
GB,
well-balanced
both with 8
option
GB
for
of
fans
RAM.
who want
No 20
flagship
GB or
features
1 TB
without the
madness here.
flagship price.